Chaffee now down 8 with the basketball against the Eagles. The big man back on the floor, Devin Best. McMullen also out there. Connor Markham working on him, knocks it away. McMullen tracks it down, gets it to the big man. He dribbles out top of the key, gets it over to Fowler. Fowler on the right wing. Outside three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Connor Markham. He looks down the floor. He's going to give it to Piper Rendon. Piper is going to bring it right through the middle of the logo. Gets it over to Markham on the left wing. Markham finds a lean. Oh, he found a lane on that baseline. Devin Best found him for the foul. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, I appreciate his willingness to just drive the baseline on that rather than trying to take a shot from the corner. Just trying to generate a little more offense because I'm not sure how long it's been, but
well, we got that one
we're going to reset the clock here.
Markham pops it in, 15-6. By the way, did you pick up the foul from Rendon to start the second quarter? If you did not,
I'm sure I didn't.
I'm telling you now.
Appreciate
Markham gets the bouncy bounce in the rim, and he gets it in. So he scores both of the free throws. Back out to a 10-point Eagle lead at 16-6. 5:30 left to go in the second quarter. Now Chaffee taking their time, and Connor Markham knocks it away from McMullen. He picks it up, fires it back over left side now. Fowler goes to the inside, goes to work. That was good footwork.
Yep, just good footwork, good ball handling to keep it out of the hands of East Prairie, to strip it away and to get to the easy basket on the left side off of the backboard.
Now the Eagles in transition after the bucket. Boy, that is pretty. And Noah Johnson puts it up, can't get it to go.
Man, great work by Connor Markham on that and just can't get it to go. Meanwhile, Chaffee comes down the other side. Number 11, Dane McMullen, tries to put it up on the left side, but he can't get it to go. And number 33, right, Easton Fowler puts it back.
Yep. Now the Eagles, all of a sudden, Chaffee's back to within 6. 16-10 the score. And we'll take a timeout, go back to the station for 30 seconds. This is Eagle basketball on KYMO.
Pizzas, burgers, fries, and more. Harper's Hometown Grill has what you're hungry for. Located across from the East Prairie High School, Harper's a proud supporter of the East Prairie Eagles and home to the Eagle Burger. You can dine in or pick up at the drive-thru window or find them on the Toast app. Whatever curbs your hometown appetite. Call 573-649-3603 or visit them on their Facebook page for more information. Harper's Hometown Grill, hometown proud.
Now, back to more East Prairie Eagle basketball on Classic KYMO.
And we come back here after the timeout. The Eagles, Coach Scott's like, hey guys, what's going on here? Quit giving them a chance. Now the Eagles inbound it, token pressure. The Eagles quickly busted with a couple of passes. Now they go to work offensively. Piper Rendon out top. Over to Groves. Groves is going to shoot a 3. Groves can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Trip Shoemaker. Turn around. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. And it comes down to Reichman and Chaffee. And here comes Chaffee. They could get to within 4.
I've got Reichman with 5 rebounds on the night so far. Jay White headed to the bench, or to the table. He'll come in on the next whistle.
Fowler working. Gets it down. Piper Rendon working on Estes. Estes, a little jumper, no good. Shot it from the baseline. Excuse me, that was Easton Fowler that did the
Easton
shot.
Fowler.
And he missed it, number 33. Groves out on the right wing, looking to get rid of it. Does. Best all over Johnson. Now the Eagles almost throw it away, but Piper Rendon tracks it down. Into the corner, Connor Markham, way into the left corner. Back out top, Piper Rendon. Thought about it, pulls it out. Passes it over to Groves, back over to Rendon, back to Connor Markham. Markham back to Piper. Piper's going to shoot a 3. Piper can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Comes down in Chaffee's arms. It's McMullen up the left side of the floor. He waits for the rest of his teammates. And he gets it out to the big man. That's Best. Top of the key. He gets it over to Fowler, number 33. Now it's back to Fowler, who wears the number 1. Out to McMullen. McMullen, there's Reichman cutting. Trip Shoemaker, great defense. Almost a steal, now it is a steal. Piper Rendon had a steal. And there is a foul called on Easton Fowler as he was not going to give Connor Markham. They were setting up a dunk for Noah Johnson.
Yep.
And he said, no, you're not. Instead, are they going to call that a shot? Yeah, okay.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, well, I tell you what, here we are at the top of the hour. Let's go ahead and do some station identification. This is Eagle basketball.
This is Classic KYMO.
And we're coming back here. First free throw from Connor Markham, up and good. Jay White checking in for Carson Groves. Second one, good. 18-10 Eagles. 3:06 left to go in the second quarter. Now it's Nolan Fowler for Chaffee. Out to McMullen. He's out there at the logo. Connor Markham working on him. Back over to Nolan Fowler. Jay White's going to work on him. They find Reichman cutting. Reichman in the lane. Trip Shoemaker called with a foul.
Should be his first of the game, but it's going to be the team's third for this quarter.
That could have gone either way. I think they're going to call body contact, but I saw Coach Scott kind of like, what? Really? That was a foul? But it's going to put Reichman on the line. Reichman got the first one. Makes the score 18-11 in favor of the Eagles. Second free throw coming up. And he got it. And he keeps that margin at 6 for the Eagle lead.
Number 2 coming back in for number 33, Easton Fowler.
That's Camden Little that's checked back in for the Red Devils. Jay White on the pass from Piper Rendon. Back to Rendon. He brings it up the middle of the floor. Passes it over to the wing. Trip Shoemaker. Baseline. Markham. Pass to Noah Johnson. 2 points. 20-12. That's just pretty. Now Nolan Fowler going to work. Jay White on him. Good defense by the Eagles. Best comes out. Gets the pass. Gets it to McMullen. They're going to try to set a pick and roll. They do. And it's McMullen. And all of a sudden there's Nolan Fowler left alone in the corner. And it's 3-pointer. Good. And that makes it 20-15. Chaffee not going away. Long pass. Trip Shoemaker to Connor Markham.
Good
He reached up.
by Connor to keep that from going out.
The operative word there was stretch, because he stretched a lot. Piper Rendon looking to do a 3. No. Gets it to Trip Shoemaker. Block called on Camden Little. And that'll be the 3rd foul on Chaffee this quarter. Trip had the right idea. Just Camden Little got in his way. So it's a 5-point Eagle lead. The Eagles with the basketball. You know, we talked about this in pregame. This Chaffee Red Devil team, they don't quit. You cannot sit back and rest on it. Even after the Eagles jumped out to a 12-0 early lead, Chaffee's been slowly clawing their way back. Started it really late in the first and have continued a little time here in the second quarter.
And
Connor Markham for 3. Got it!
Got it out of boy Connor. Initially for Chaffee, they were having a lot of pressure trying to drive to the basket, but now they're content to stay back and let their offense develop.
Oh, yeah.
And East Prairie has had to adjust their defense to go ahead and take that offense. I thought here in a second.
So foul called against East Prairie, I do believe. So, and all that, by the way, that was a Harper Hometown Grill 3-pointer that Connor Markham popped. Chaffee comes back down, and the point you were making was, you know, they're starting to take some of these jumpers, and it seems to be working in their favor somewhat. We'll see if they can continue that. Another 3-pointer from the corner. That one's no good. Noah Johnson, rebound. Down the floor, Connor Markham puts it up for the jam. Noah Johnson got up and got down the floor. He fed it to Markham, who fed it back to Noah Johnson. And the Eagles back out to a 10-point lead at 25-15.
The crowd appreciates what they see. And Noah Johnson with another rebound coming down the floor with Connor Markham leading behind him.
Oh, they're going to say on the floor.
And say it's a foul on the floor.
And that'll be the 4th foul of the quarter.
And it's going to be charged to number 11, Dane McMullen, his first of this contest.
So the Eagles finding a little spurt of energy late in the second here. Boy, you talk about catching some mojo on a play like that with the dunk. Now Chaffee. They get the steal on the inbounds. They get it
Good
down the
defense
floor.
by Jay White.
Yep, Jay White and Trip Shoemaker. Carson Groves with the feed. Three-pointer, Connor Markham, Harper's hometown grill three-pointer.
What a time to start feeling it. 25 seconds to go left in this second quarter. Chaffee taking their time to set their offense and just now crossing midcourt.
They get it back into the front court. Nolan Fowler with the basketball. Jay White, they set a pick. That's going to be a moving screen. And it's going to be on Best.
Was it Best or was it Will?
Yeah, it's Best. It's going to be Devin Best, and it's going to be his second foul. It comes with 14.2 seconds left, and the Eagles leading 28-15. Now that's the largest lead they've had of the night at 13. And they get the inbound. A couple of seconds left outside to Ty Wallace. Wallace slices, dices inside, and it's going to be two shots. 3.9 seconds left to go in the first half.
Yeah, and this last minute, East Prairie has done a good job of cranking up the pressure on Chaffee and not allowing them to make those jumpers that we were trying to allude to.
Right.
But then chaos ensued on Chaffee's offensive end, and that's just part of it. Meanwhile, Ty Wallace.
He misses the first, he's going to shoot the second. He doesn't miss that second one. 29-15 with 3 seconds left. Camden Little from half court, no good. So the Eagles got a little sloppy late in the first, into the second. Late in the second, they wake up, and they put a 14-point lead on Chaffee, and we go to halftime. It is your Focus Bank Ultimate Flooring halftime report coming your way in 90 seconds. This is Eagle Basketball on KYMO.
We understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services like fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just for opening your new really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Although we believe the real gift is banking with people who truly get you. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For your flooring, blinds, countertops, and paint needs, it's Ultimate Flooring and Paints in Sykeston and Cape Girardeau. Ultimate Flooring has the latest in-stock flooring and carpet, Cortec LVT plank and tile, and Atragard laminate. Ultimate Flooring has all the materials you need to do it yourself, or they have in-house installers ready to work for you. Ultimate Flooring and Paints in Sykeston and Cape.
Listening to Classic KYMO has never been easier. Of course, we're already on your radio, internet, and now we're right on your smartphone. Introducing the new Classic KYMO app. Listen live wherever you go. Text a request, give us a shout out, or post to our Facebook page, all straight from the app. Search Classic KYMO in the iTunes Store or Google Play for the free download. Classic KYMO. Yeah, there's an app for that.
Now, back to more East Prairie Eagle basketball on Classic KYMO.
And we come back to this one here. Reed Howell, Rob Barker, halftime in East Prairie in the Eagles' nest, and the East Prairie Eagles started hot, got a little cool, stayed a little cool, then got hot again late in the second quarter, and they have a 14-point lead, the largest of the game, as they went out on a 12-0 run to start the game, and then Chaffee started clawing their way back, got as close as 5, but then a sudden flurry that started with a couple of threes from Connor Markham, a dunk on the assist from Markham to Johnson, and all of a sudden it's a 14-point game. You gotta love the complexities of basketball and how things can change so quickly in the course of a game. But I'm looking over here at Zach Barker. He's going to work on these halftime stats here.
Well, when I left for the injury, I got my scoring messed up, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix it.
It's not official anyway.
It's not official.
It's, it's close enough.
And I can give you East Prairie. That one's right. I just have to get a point added back to Chaffee. So we're at 29-15 here against the Chaffee Red Devils. East Prairie shooting 61.1% on their field goals, 71.4% from the free throw line. Chaffee, 100% from the free throw line so far.
Right.
So that's pretty cool for them. In the meantime, East Prairie, they are led in scoring by Connor Markham with 14, who is followed by Noah Johnson with 10, Ty Wallace with 3, and Trip Shoemaker with 2. Now, let me just clarify. I think I'm about to say this right, but disclaimer, it might be wrong. Nolan Fowler has 7. Roland Reichman has 4. Dane McMullen has 2. And Easton Fowler has 2. And that rounds out the scoring for East Prairie and Chaffee in that first half.
Did that add up to 15?
Should have, but I didn't add it. Did you add it? All right, let's see. So 7, 4, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's right. That's
Okay,
15.
there you go. As long as it adds up right, then you're fine. You're asking me to add on the fly. Really?
You asked me to add on the
I know.
fly.
Well, you're a doctor.
Hey, listen, you don't have to pass math to be a doctor. Actually, that's a lie. You have to pass a lot of math to be a doctor.
Oh, your dad's proud right now.
Well, yeah, and you also said that it was him instead of me alongside you, but I forgive you.
Oh, did I say your dad's name a while ago?
Yeah, you said alongside Rob Barker, but I mean, honestly, we sound the same, so I get it.
It's almost, I've only had him beside me for 22 years?
Yeah, 22
in
years,
football.
something like that. Yeah,
it becomes a habit sometimes. Well, Zach Barker, the doctor, sitting here doing the stats and keeping up with things, and Coach is going to go in there, Coach Scott at halftime, and I'm sure he's going to discuss the laps. We tried to force a few passes, got a little fancy, a couple of times on some things, but we knuckled down, and before you knew it, the Eagles have busted out. But again, I go back to, you cannot count out the Chaffee Red Devils. They're going to fight you. They're going to come out at you. They're going to try to, they're going to scrap and fight and bang every time they get the chance. And so the Eagles are going to have to come right back out here in the third quarter when we start this second half. And they're going to have to get after them and get after them in a hurry.
Well, and give credit to Chaffee, because I think a lot of what we were seeing that happened with East Prairie was actually a credit to Chaffee responding to the way that East Prairie was trying to play on the offensive end. East Prairie started getting their success when we started driving to the basket, and we, for quite a while in that first half, were trying to keep ourselves to the outside unless we were on a fast break after an offensive rebound.
Right.
But Chaffee was doing such a good job getting offensive rebounds on their own end that we couldn't get those fast breaks before they were able to capitalize, short of the very beginning of the game where we got out to that lead. So give credit to Chaffee for finding their game and forcing us to adjust in the middle of that first half to get this 14-point lead that we got there on the very back end before we went into the locker room.
Yeah, we definitely, and again, any of these games, I don't care if it's football, whatever, it's always a chess match. Putting your people in the right places at the right times, adjusting to what's coming at you. So we'll see what happens coming up here in just a little bit. Just to kind of look ahead and remind you, Friday night's game at Hayti has been called off. Due to the incident that happened, and everybody pretty much knows now, at the Gideon tournament on Friday night. So we will not be traveling. That game has been marked off the schedule. So has the South Penn game for February 13th. It's been marked off the schedule. Talking with Coach Knight, Casey Knight, the athletic director for East Prairie now. They are looking at some alternatives to kind of maybe fill some gaps by dropping those 2 games and some different things. So, just kind of stay tuned for that. But one thing's for certain, there will not be anything made up on Friday. So Friday is an open date. So the Eagles will rest. And then next week we're on the road twice. We go to Oran on Tuesday. We go to Oak Ridge on Friday. And before you know it, you're going to blink, and it's going to be Bloomfield Christmas tournament time. The Eagles right now, the one very impressive win is the one over Hayti. But we're going to need to, by not playing the championship game, and that's kind of one of those consequences by not going back to Hayti, and it's unfortunate that a bunch of fools caused the problems that they did. So the Eagles really need to get these next couple of games under their belt so that we can make a good impression on the selection committee when it comes time for